me on the tier. Besa Latino. Program time.
Yo, de saludos y respetos. Full blast. Mitch Panseco, Throat Dash Bar. Greetings to all my gente. Real quick, wanna take my time to salute, extend a firm handshake to all my solid OGs out there who survived the 90s. I'm not talking about the babies that were born in the 90s. I'm talking about the individuals that were gangbanging in the 90s. As we all know, a lot of camaradas, homies, should I say, lost their own homies from their own neighborhoods. A lot of pain was felt throughout families. A lot of suffering. A lot of families went through a lot of suffering, losing their loved ones to the system behind bars or forever through death. I just wanted to extend some type of acknowledgement to all my veteranos who are doing good, who are keeping it down for their familia. I would like to, I wouldn't want to say we're a dying breed, but it's almost, it feels like it is. It feels like we're a dying breed. It's we hardly come across camaradas or individuals that hold the same morals and standards that we did at one time. And if there is, youngsters look at us as dinosaurs or old heads. It's all good. I mean, growing up as a kid, we had the OGs at one time making fun of our big pants, our stilo, our way of dressing. You know, they had a whole different get down in the 70s and 60s than we did in the late 80s, early 90s. Feel me? So, as generations come along, dress code changes, the stilo, the lingo by far changes, but never to the extent of us using a different raza's lingo or stilo. Back then it was it was looked down on. It was frowned upon. You know, the homies de volada be like, a lot of homies back then didn't like rap. They'll get on you for listening to rap. Ah, pinche, you know, Moreno lover. Nowadays, you see a lot of these youngsters using that N word. Like, too comfortable, friendly, like if they were of that color. And to hear that is it's heartbreaking. To be honest with you, it's heartbreaking. It's like it's almost like did we fail as older camaradas, as older homies? Where did we go wrong? You know, I mean, back then we were trying to be like our older homeboys. You know, I mean, to an extent. I mean, we weren't all like, hey, what's up, ese firme, and using all that street slang. Nah, man. You know, even like that, you get carrilla. And I know sometimes I put crema on the tacos when I make videos here and there, but that's just having fun, you know, and trying to just remind people of our lingo, our, you know, our little traditions and stilo. It almost sounds like home. It all, you know, it almost sounds like a tío, a primo, family. That's the way we grew up, listening to those type of words. Cultura, estilo, whatever.
Smoke it, see.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on with these kids out there making these videos and using that N word frequently. Like, I mean, not even these morenos use the N word as much. And let me tell you something. Back then, you used that N word, you were fighting. It was disrespectful towards the black black people, the African Americans. You use that N word, not even in a nice way. You fighting, you getting down. They'll tell you, watch what you're saying. And I don't know how that came about where they have accepted that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's individuals, OGs, that don't like it. I mean, because I've heard of some still check some people because they used it and they're not black. I mean, I don't know. It's a trip. You know, it's a good subject. It's a good question. Where do we fail as the older homies? You know, as far as the youngsters. You know, they're supposed to grow up trying to look or be like us or better than us, as we did at one time when we grew up in the barrio, kicking it with our older homeboys. You know, I don't know, man. I was just thinking, was it maybe because a lot of homies got put away back in the 90s and there wasn't too many role models on the calles? Because if you guys recall, for a while, the neighborhoods kind of died out on the street. You know, in and out, homies were in and out. A lot of homies got deported. A lot of solid individuals got deported. Or could have been maybe the music being very influential. Maybe the homies listening to a lot of this rap. Pero I don't think that could be. Because back in the days, we used to listen to rap. NWA, Eazy-E, Ice Cube. And we never, I mean, I personally never picked up the maña. And, you know, I always, you know, was G'd up. You know, the way I was taught to crease up our pants, wear them to your waist like a man. None of that sagging, you know, I ain't trying to look like Cantinflas. Serio. Anyways, man, I'm not trying to make this video too long. Just thought I'd share my thoughts, and I don't know, maybe somebody could share a little knowledge, maybe a point of view I'm kind of overlooking. Where do we fail as older homies? You know, I mean, now, okay, I mean, it's never too late. Now we're back. Now we got social media where we're not just able to get a hold of the homies in the barrio, but around the world. ¿Me entiendes? I'll tell you something though. For all you youngsters, you vatos are listening to me, man. Check this out, homie. Might be all good and dandy being out here, homie, using that N-word, acting like a moreno. You know, go ahead, homie. Yeah, you grew up maybe in Compton, Watts. Okay, that's understandable, your environment. Feed, man, I could respect that. But if you're from the valley, you're from East Los, or areas where you were far from black African Americans, homie, you better fucking check yourself. Serio. Might be confused, I don't know, homie. You might need a little calentado, fucking wake up, snap out of that shit.
Dale gas.
But I'll tell you what, homie, committing crime, you gangbanging them, muy chingon. Let me tell you your future, dog. I ain't no chiromancer or a fucking mind reader or future teller. But I'll tell you what, homie, you heading to the county jail to the Pinta. And I'm gonna tell you something, dog. If you plan to walk GP, stay solid as you should, and never come back to your barrio, you better keep that word out of your vocabulary, homie. Because in them yards, homie, them OGs, they don't like that, homes. They don't like that. They'll tell you, You don't use that N-word. Get me wrong. Still homies trying to be slick here and there. Trying to, you know, trying to get away a little bit here and there, or maybe go against the grain, but they don't last too long, homie. So take a look at yourself in the mirror, dog. And something to think about. You know, them boys in the brick house, they don't like none of that. So you're into a little ride, homie. So get ready and let them balls hang, dog. Cause you're either gonna go with the flow or gotta go. Hell yeah, you're gonna learn the hard way, homeboy. Serio. Anyways, with that said, thanks for the view. Much love and respect. Hopefully I made my point across. And we'll see what happens, man. Older homies, if you vatos listening to me, if you still out there keeping in touch with your younger homies, you share that clecha, homie. Give them that clecha. You don't gotta go around using all these words that were used in the 80s and act all fucking American me and blood in, blood out. Nah, homie. Those movies are comedy, dog. Hollywood. Learn how to distinguish Hollywood from reality. But talking to a real solid motherfucker, he'll tell you, how to get down, homie. You know what I mean? Just be yourself, dog. Be yourself. You don't gotta front or be a guy, whoa, to try to be cool, homie. Just be yourself. You'll see. You'll get what you have coming, which is respect, dog. That's it, homies. And I mean, if you don't have somebody out there, my door's open anytime, homie. Drop me a message or a comment, and it is a pleasure, homie, to get back at you, vatos. And like I said, I don't know it all, but we'll learn. We will learn from one another. I'm humble enough to say that and admit that. Every day we learn, homie. Just want to see my little homies, my raza out there, the future. Get it right, man. Be successful. Make that money. Stay in school. Don't do what we did. We learned the hard way. But then again, hey, I ain't nobody to tell you what to do, homie. I'm not here to preach any gospel or have you change your life. None of that, homie. Bottom line, you're your own man, you're your own girl. You're gonna do what you wanna do. Sometimes we're stubborn, we're hard-headed. Shit goes through one ear and not through the other. Hey. And I tell you because I speak from experience. Believe me, a lot of people would tell me this and that, do this, stay out of trouble, go to school. When I was a kid, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're right. I would talk a good one and do something else. Totally different from what I was trying to persuade people, trying to impress people. At the end of the day, talk is cheap. All right, now, to all my solid G's, much love and respect. You're looking at a motherfucker right here. The last of a dying breed. Much love and respect. Full blast. Let's go fast. Slow motion, baby. That's right.